Hi everyone, Dennis Foley from Acoustic Fields. Today we're going to talk about amplifier and room darkness. Not very scientific terms, grant you, but nonetheless I think they'll help illustrate our point. We all know amplifier darkness. Those are the qualities we want in our amplifier. We want them very quiet. We don't want them creating any noise at all. And if you put your ear up really close to the speaker, sometimes you can hear, the background noise levels and get a pretty good idea. So low distortion is the key to amplifier darkness, and the term there. We've got a high signal, low noise, so big gaps between signal and noise. So we get them below certain thresholds, maybe even of human hearing. So good thing there. Quality components. Your higher priced amplifiers, they're expensive, but if you listen to the higher priced ones and the higher quality ones that use the quality components, you can definitely hear the darkness in them, and that's what we all want. We like that distance between each note. We like one note to live and die on its own volition, and then the next note start with a little bit of space between it, or what we call darkness. So damping factors always in the low frequencies with amplifiers are critical. You have to look at what's room darkness. Pretty similar to amplifier darkness. High signal to noise ratio. We want a lot of music and no noise, and we don't want any noise from the outside, so we have barrier technology to keep all that noise out and to keep the noise that we're making, noise in quotes hopefully, within the room and not letting it out to the other areas. So what's really critical for our room darkness? Attack and decay rates, especially below 100 cycles. If you don't get that low end right, you don't let each note live and die on its own volition and separated and defined, it's just soup. It's mud, and that's no way to have your presentation and your soundstage. So attack and decay below 100 cycles. Reverb management must manage those reflections. Sidewalls are very, very critical. Not only do you use absorption, and I see this a lot from our customers every day, they put up absorption on the sidewalls without understanding what is the rate and level of absorption. And you can't do that because those sidewall reflections, the primary, secondary, and tertiary reflections, are really critical to get right. And the absorption rates and levels must be taken into consideration. Reverberation management, we just went over absorption, diffusion rates, and levels. You gotta, like we said, especially on the sidewalls and all the other surfaces. And that just contributes to the, correct RT60 times that you're after. So you try and get your room down to a low and a high with the reverb, and then subjectively find that magic spot for yourself and your usage within the room. So I hope this helps. Amplifier darkness, room darkness, kind of the same, a little bit of similarities. Hope the definition helps, but it's all about each note being heard, regardless of frequency, defined, living and dying on its own volition, the fundamental and the harmonic, and the second and third order harmonic after that. Each one has to be defined. That's where the emotion is. That's what we're after. That's what we're trying to connect to in our music. Thank you. More later. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give me a thumbs up so I know that it had value to you. And please, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Alternatively, if there are other topics that you wish to discuss or see discussed in a video presentation, send me an email, info@acousticfields.com, and we'll get them on our list and get them done for you. I release a new video about every week, so stay tuned to our YouTube channel and keep updated on our new videos.